Well, definitely coming off of what I would consider a bottom. So I think we're seeing green shoots in terms of demand in retail for sure. With, if you got Class A properties and you got the right location, retail's been vibrant. We're certainly seeing in our industry industrial picking up. We're seeing greater absorption rates. I think we're seeing that some of the speculative developments that occurred are starting to fill up again. So I think particularly in those industries, we're starting to see green shoots, and so I think we've seen the worst of that cycle and we're starting to get it healthy again.
Well, I would like to say that I think in terms of where Saskatoon and Regina are in the cycle in the whole province, I'd like to say we're at the bottom of the cycle. It feels good to say that it's not going to get lower, but I think a lot of that is going to depend on what happens with government. We've got an election coming up in October. I think that's going to play a big role. It not only realistically affects finances, government policy, it also affects people's outlook, just their psyche. So I think we need an attitude that we're more open for business as a country. I don't like to think of it in terms of politics. I like to think of it in terms of good management of our country.
I would believe that I would not want to say they're at the bottom, because I think they've actually started to show some element of rebound. I think they are on their way up, and I believe strongly in that, simply because of the fact that the Saskatchewan market is more balanced in its resources. It's got elements of diversification that some provinces, namely Alberta, do not enjoy today. And so I think with the right factors in place, Saskatchewan could really start to grow exponentially in the next few years.
Clearly, I believe that we are at a low point in the cycle. Saskatchewan, like many other Western Canadian provinces, is subject to a lot of uncontrollables, and those are global issues relating to our export markets. While interest rates continue to be low, Saskatchewan and Canada is still experiencing record debt levels. And so there's a number of mixed messages and competing dynamics, which would seem to indicate that we're going to be in this trough for another year at least.